Hello, superstars. Here we go with a new video about finding the volume of cylinders. Down here, we have a little pictures to remind us that the volume of cylinder is no more that the area of that base. So as you can see, the base is that circle. So we need to find the area of the circle times the height. Okay, area of the base times height. So here we had a problem. Say find the volume of a cylinder with a diameter of 16 and a height of 20 inches. So I know the area of the base, the area of the circle. So we remember area of circles. I'm gonna make a circle here. Is radius squared times pi. So radius squared times pi. In this case, they're giving me the diameter. So D is 16 inches. If you remember when we studied circles, the diameter is 2 times your radius. So if we divide 16 by 2, I can find out what is my radius. That will be equal to a, oh, sorry about that, equal to 8 inches, okay? Here we go. So my radius 8 inches. So now I can find the area of that circle. So the area of the circle is going to be equal to 8 squared times pi, and that will be 3 times 3.14. So the area of the circle is going to be 8 times a squared. Remember, it's 8 times a. 8 times a is 64. Times pi, so 200.96. And remember, when we use area, is how many squares go inside the circle that cover the circle. So in this case, your unit's gonna be inch square. There we go. So that's the area of the circle. Now I need to time by the height, and here they're telling me that the height is 20 inches. So finally, to find the value of that cylinder, B is going to be 200.96 inch square times by 20 inches. So we know that the volume is giving in cubic units. So you have to keep that in mind for your final answer. So we do that timing. 200.96 times 20, and that give me a 4,019.2 inch cubic, and this is going to be your final answer. This is the value of that cylinder right there, 4,019.2 inch cubic. We got another problem right here. They're giving us a picture and say find the volume of the following cylinder. So once again, let's remember that formula. Volume of the cylinder is going to be equal to the area of the base, area of the base, in this case the area of the circle, times the height. Okay, area of the circle times the height. Let me fix this kind of creepy letter here. Okay, area of the circle times height. So let's find out the area of the circle. It's going to be equal to radius squared, so it will be a times pi. And I know a times a is 64. So pretty similar to the one we did before. Then 3.14 is equal to, and we did this before, so 64 times pi is 200.96. Those problems are the same kind of area of the circle, but the height is different, so your final answer is going to be different anyway. So volume is gonna be equal to 200.96 times your height at 15, and remember final answer is gonna be inch cubed. So that time 15. So I got a final answer 3014.4 inch. No, centimeters, sorry, this is centimeters, no inches. Centimeter cubed. And here is my final answer. And that's the volume of that, oops, the volume of that cylinder, okay? Okay, finally here we had a problem, word problem. We have to read carefully because it's kind of tricky. There's certain things we don't know and we need to find out what they are. So say a cylinder with a radius of 3 units. So I know that my radius 3 units. You can see right here down on the drawing right there. Each one below its volume is 86 cubic units. So your volume is 86 cubic units. So units. Cubic units. Here we go. Find the height of the cylinder. So we don't know what is this height. That's our question. Okay. So we know the volume, but we don't know the height. So we have to do a little bit of digging here and thinking. Is you know the volume is because you have to use that formula. So let's remember the formula of volume is we equal the area of the base, in this case is a circle, so the area of the circle times the height. And this is what am I looking for? I don't know what is my height, and I need to find out what is my height. I got my volume, and I can definitely find this area, okay? So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna enter those values right there. Okay, so let's do the volume is 86, so I'm gonna enter 86 equal area of the circle, and I know the area of the circle is gonna be radius squared times pi. So I'm gonna just enter those values. So it will be 3 times 3 times 3.14, and finally all that is gonna be times by my height. Okay. So when you're trying to find out something in math and you can see numbers you can operate with, you just solve that. So let's do all that. 3 times 3 times 3.14 to see what is that. So 3 times 3 times, so it will be 9 times 3.14. 9 times 3.14. So we're 28.26. So continue here. So 86 equal to 28.26 times my height. And remember when we study one-step equation, you're trying to find out whose height. So we're gonna isolate that, doing opposite operations. So the way to solve this, we're gonna divide by 28.26 and divide both sides 28.26. So we don't alter anything there. So let's do that. So we're gonna have 86 divided by 28.26, and that's giving me a result of 3. Wait a minute. The calculator is betraying me. Here, calculator clear. 86 divided by 28.26. Okay, I got a decimal, and the decimal is your height. It's a height equal to 3.04317, too many decimals. So I'm gonna run up because they're asking me to do that. You see here on the problem, run your answer to the hundreds. You remember your decimal places, hundreds, 2 decimals. Okay. So looking at my final answer, I got a 3.04. And remember the height's a distance, and because a distance is no square units, no cubic unit, it's just units. So you're just gonna buy units. And this is important process that who care? No, who care nothing. Because the final answer, they give you multiple choices. They can trick you. They can give you, for example, look at here, A auction, 3.04 units. That's your A auction. B auction, 3.04 square units. And here's when you have to think, you know, the height is a distance, so you're gonna go for A, okay? They're trying to trick you out with this one on B. So that's why it's important to know those little details, okay? So watch this video again. You need to review some of the concepts. I understand this last problem is more tricky. You have more steps to go. You have to be clear what is your goal. My goal was to find the high. And how can you find the high? By using the formula. So that's how you're working math. Try, find the best way to get to the answer and keep going. Keep going. Never, never, never give up, okay? So take your notes. Remember, notes are important to review later, so don't forget your notes. Bye-bye. See you next time. Bye.